So last time, Ranboo and I gave some pretty interesting life advice. However, we felt it wasn't, let's say, adequate enough.
I would be okay with being taken over by an AI.
And then ask them.
Intoxicated.
What is a charcuterie board?
So we brought on somebody who is very experienced with life, obviously. Definitely not a hermit. Definitely doesn't stay home all the time.
Definitely has not made any mistakes ever.
Yeah. Anyways, here's Aimsey.
Hello, it's me. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Hey, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here, guys. You know, it's a great time.
Why?
I love giving false advice to people and giving them false hope.
How do you cook cereal?
Why was that the segue? Why was that the segue?
Question 1, baby.
How do you cook cereal? Like, genuine question. How do you?
Well, you actually do have to cook it at a certain point. Like, you fry the flakes. Like, you have to
Are you
bake.
making your own cereal from scratch or something?
Other people don't do that? What?
Who makes
Who
cereal?
makes their own cereal?
Wait, do you make cereal?
Smith's sitting at home looking at recipes of how to
What
make cereals.
century do you live in?
Vermont.
Is it not?
It says all you need. It does say all you need. Makes their own wine too. You go to the house, it's just
No, okay,
grapes.
but like actually, all jokes aside, I do. Never mind.
No, continue, please.
Continue.
Tell us what you mean by you make
Well,
your
you
own
see,
cereal.
you see, one time I was 6. I went out and I started picking dandelions, and my dad said, "Hey, did you know you can make wine out of that?" And I did. Amen.
That just wasn't the question.
Drake.
That just wasn't what I asked. Okay.
Well, okay, technically, oatmeal is called a hot cereal, so you can cook cereal.
Segue question.
Yeah.
How do I make money fast?
Well, so most people have feet.
No!
Sell your toes.
No! Okay, I've got a good question, guys. So, someone has fallen in love with their best friend. What should they do? Do they tell them or do they not?
Okay, so being a little serious here, if you don't tell them, eventually your friendship will fall out and it will feel like a breakup and it'll be really homoerotic and you won't know what to do.
Who said that?
Hold on.
Who said it was gay? We're making it gay. We're making it
It's
gay.
obvious. It's literally our audience, Amy.
I think it's one of those things where it's like, no matter what you do, you can't win. Because it's like, even if you get into the relationship, yeah, that's great, but you still lose that kind of best friendship if anything goes wrong. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, it is a very difficult situation. But I don't know, I feel like rejection is worse than losing a friend, so I just wouldn't say anything.
Well, okay, honestly, as somebody who's actually been on the receiving end of this,
Yeah, no.
yeah, I do want to say it actually turned out fine, but only if the person didn't, if you don't get weird about it, you know? Like,
That's one of the things. I've been.
like if you respect them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because if you think about it, if you're the other party in this and you're the one that, like, as long as, I don't know, letting someone down easy is always difficult, but it's also at the same time, I would rather know than not.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, just go for
Otherwise,
it. You
somebody
don't
eat
know.
you alive until suddenly you're just like a hollow sock.
Socks are hollow?
How the frick do you think you
Oh,
put
yeah,
your feet in them?
No, too much feet for today. Too much feet for today.
Well, glad we all had experience answering that question.
He's forever
Through the
alone.
mask.
Through the mask. Now I got a question for you, Ran.
Yes.
How do you confess a murder to the police while looking innocent? But I'm asking for a friend.
All right. So you're the police, right?
I'm the police. I'm the
Okay,
police.
you're the
Hello,
police
I'm the
and
police.
everything.
Nice to meet
All
you.
right. So, all right, and you're not gonna believe this.
All right.
I found this body.
Wes.
Funny story about that, actually. Multiple places.
Ooh.
So, basically, I was driving and I see this guy, and he's dead. So,
What do you think, detective?
I found this guy. I'm afraid we may have a Swiss Army Man situation going on, though, because watch this.
What?
That.
What was that?
His arm.
Detective.
It was his arm?
Yeah.
What is this, like Night in the Woods?
I love that game! That's such a good game. I know it's such a good game. Sorry, we're going off tangent. Moving on. That was good.
Commit more murders.
Commit more murders, actually.
Kill
More
more
murders,
people.
actually.
Kill more people. Kill more people.
As long as it's not me, Ashley, I'm fine with it.
Oh, can't kill Sniff. That's our game plan for tonight.
Oh, I thought we were gonna like hang out.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out.
What backup skills did you guys have that if content creation didn't work, you'd still find another job elsewhere?
I can hold my breath for a minute.
I've got hands that can go backwards a little bit.
See, mine's like actually kind of sad because I like was gonna get like a scholarship in STEM and like actually go study and get like a PhD in botany and.
I can hold my breath for a minute.
Well, now you're answering questions on a couch.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, baby.
Grandpa Snip, I hope you're happy. See you in September.
Yeah!
My ex is dating one of my best friends.
Oh, so I think that's a moment where you get rid of the best friend.
That's a moment where you get rid of them both.
Yeah.
That's a moment with extra reason and best friend no more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things that if you are, like, everyone each to their own. I personally wouldn't be okay with that. I wouldn't be okay.
No.
But it's like, if you're somebody that's like, oh, I guess I don't mind that, then, you know, that's fine. But, if you're the bigger person, that's fine. But then again, you don't have to be the bigger person, because that is fucked. That is hecked up.
That's messed up, man.
It's messed up,
Look,
man.
I just have never seen that situation end positively.
It hasn't, that's why.
Nope.
Yeah.
How do I pull bitches as a Dream SMP enjoyer? Let us know when you find out. You know our emails. Just please, just send them right there, okay?
You don't. Sorry.
You're worse than an enjoyer though. You're just like actually in it.
Yeah. Doesn't mean we're enjoyers, though.
And with that activity requirement, are you guys gonna like have time to get
Help me!
bitches?
Help me! I'm stuck!
Help me, help me, help me.
Please!
Remember, Amy, don't blink in the next video if you need help.
It's me. I'm holding you hostage.
No!
Now, how do we cope with existence? How to cope with existence, I would say one of the ways that I cope is making time for yourself. It's probably like, at the end of the day, you are stuck with yourself for the rest of your life. You may as well stop, if you spend a large portion of your life disliking yourself, it is only gonna create problems. So at the end of the day, maybe just offer yourself a bit more support, a bit more help, a bit more love, and remember, it's okay to have bad days and all that, because at the end of the day, we all make mistakes, but you're stuck with yourself for the rest of your life. You may as well be a little bit nice to yourself.
Another thing to go off of that is like you're not born hating yourself. And if you take time during that time that Amy's talking about to like reevaluate why you might hate yourself and like why it's totally other people's opinions injected into you, not only will you maybe start to like yourself more, but you might start to find more enjoyment in other people.
Then the main thing is the day you stop being ugly to yourself is the day that you wake up and stop telling yourself you're ugly. It's the same thing with a lot of things. If you wake up every day and you go, I'm so annoying, at the end of the day, you're gonna stop believing it. But if you wake up and you go, I'm not annoying, I'm myself, and that's okay, you'll eventually stop believing it, and that's what you want. There's no point putting yourself into a negative mindset when at the end of the day, you just need to like yourself a little bit more. Everyone else likes you, why can't you?
Please, how do I stop my dog sucking my toes?
So what you're gonna do, you're gonna get the dog, like a football kick?
You're gonna punt the dog.
Just like, I'm gonna do it like that.
So actually, like an honest answer here, the reason why your dog's probably doing that is because you have sweaty feet. What?
Oh, we're going down a different way. We're going down a different road there. We're going down a different road there. I thought it was because it was a way dogs show their owners, the submissive to the owners by licking their feet.
No, I thought it was because they like salt and your feet get sweaty.
Oh, I thought it was I learned that it was a way that dogs are like it shows submissiveness and that's why people prefer dogs, not for the licking feet. People prefer dogs because of the fact that dogs are more submissive to cats. A lot of people hate cats because cats don't acknowledge like their owners, but dogs do in a way that they constantly.
My cat loves me.
Yeah, I know, but you know how normal people like cats don't do anything. They just lay in bed all day. But dogs
My
like,
cat
oh my
lays
God.
in bed all day. He's doing great.
I'm trying to give examples. Moving on. What do you think about that?
Does your dog lick your toes?
No.
Missing out, man.
No.
Maybe you just need to take Ranboo's dog.
Don't take my dog,
do that.
please. He is
That's
old and
delicious.
fat. He's very round.
Road dog.
I remember one time we were just looking at, we were making jokes about how much he eats, and then we turned and he was just like in the most like position to just like, he looked so round in that position, and it was the best thing ever.
He's a good guy.
He really is. And no one's ever getting another photo of him.
I just keep seeing this photo online of him with like some stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Okay.
Go on.
Why is turning 18 scary?
It's because you think that there's gonna be some giant change or shift when there's just not. You may get to do a couple more things, but like at the end of the day, it's still gonna be you, just the same. And you get to do a little bit more. And there's a draft that you get to dodge.
Honestly,
know if that
I
can
feel
be
like being
good.
like 1920 was scarier.
1920?
Like being like between like 19.
Oh, I thought the 1920 was scary. I was like,
The 1920s were scarier.
How do you know
But like
that?
that's just because like that's a natural like transition point in your life, but like it doesn't have to be scary.
I've got a really big question that you need to be listening for. Which Minecraft mob is mid? And which Minecraft mob is top tier? This is all opinion based, it's not about functionality.
Phantoms suck. Phantoms suck.
Phantoms are mid.
Phantoms
They're worse
suck.
than mid. They're worse
I
than mid.
hate them.
Under there.
Like, I feel
Phantoms
like-
here.
I feel like there's, you know, Mojang has like some sort of phobia towards people with sleep disorders, and I really like don't appreciate it.
They need to bring insomnia pills into Minecraft.
Yeah, they actually need to be more considerate of us with insomnia.
I'm just saying that when there becomes an actual in-game command to turn off a mob, you know that mob just isn't good.
True,
Yeah.
true. It's like Phantom's the only one you can turn off, correct?
Yeah, phantoms are the only mob that you can just straight
Oh,
up
that's
just turn
like-
off
that's so
specifically.
sad.
The fact they added that and they're kind of like, oh, yeah, also you can turn it off, by the way. It's kind of like, you know this is a bad idea, you know.
Yeah.
How dare you? No,
I mean,
how
I think
dare
like
you?
lore-wise, they're like a cool design and stuff like that, but their gameplay function is like.
Listen,
not
when you're
it.
trying to do Minecraft lore and a Phantom is beating you in the ass, it just doesn't go well. It just doesn't
Or you're
go
just
well.
like playing like a peaceful. You're like peacefully
You're having a great
enjoying,
time,
Like
it's 3 in the
You're building a
morning.
little cottage, and all of a sudden you
Yeah.
hear. Like,
How the fuck did you do that with your voice?
It's awful.
Hello? I'm about to be my text tone, that was great. That was great, but now what is top tier though?
I mean, the frogs are pretty cool now that
I
they added
like,
them.
right, I'm gonna have, I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion. I do like the zombie pigmen.
Me too.
I think they're just quick, you look at, they leave you alone unless you hit them, which is, you know, unless
Exactly.
provoked, they're fine.
Like most people,
Not like me though. I will
I like the
bite people.
hoglins.
you will attack.
You like the hoglins?
Yeah, I think they're kind of cool. I wish there was
Alright.
some way that we could. Or the striders. Is that
The
what they're
Striders
called?
are cool.
They look like bald guys with like hair.
Yeah, bald guys with hair. Yeah. No, yeah.
If you know, you know. Don't look at me like that. Don't wink at me like that.
I really like how they didn't add fireflies because they were like, oh, the game won't be realistic.
Here is Big Pigman.
Wait, what?
They didn't add fireflies because frogs originally were gonna eat them, and then turns out that frogs don't eat fireflies because it'll actually like hurt them, and so they removed
Wait.
it for the sake of
No, sorry, I
like.
got like 6 Minecraft devs on speed dial. I'm complaining.
They,
Give
yeah,
me
the thing is,
fireflies, I want
fireflies would have been
some.
awesome because they were literally just 2 pixels that floated
All right,
around.
which Minecraft dev are we contacting today?
All of them.
No, but again, I just really like how Minecraft will occasionally make decisions based on realism when that's just your game. Your game can have floating trees. The realism is gone.
Okay, are there more ears or eyes in the world?
I'd say more occasionally people lose an eye than lose an ear. So
Then
I'm gonna
again, no,
say-
but more people are born without ears than they are eyes. That's that you lose, more people lose eyes through birth, but through like childhood and adolescence.
Yeah.
But more people are born without ears. E defects. That is true.
No, I would say that's still more.
I would say
people
the
get
rate
eye
at which you
injuries.
lose. Well, I guess it's also difficult because like you can still have a functioning eye or a non-functioning eye, and it could still be in.
I think it's ears. I think it's less, more ears, no,
Maybe,
more
maybe.
eyes. What is the best way to get inspired? Pinterest.
Yeah.
Pinterest, genuinely Pinterest.
Actually, I'm like you know what? I want to say I'm a huge Pinterest girly. I think it's a great social media site. There's like no words.
If Twitter was more like Pinterest, I'd enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah,
no
like
words,
it's
just pictures.
There's no, you're not concerned about a following. You're not concerned about like impressing anyone. It's just you, yourself, your interests.
I will say, I was looking for outfit ideas on Pinterest, and while I was doing that, Bilzo came up.
Dude, no, wait.
And it was the most traumatic moment of my entire life.
Literally-
I thought I had a safe place. I thought I had a safe place away from him.
No,
There was
it's
no,
not.
there's never a safe place away from Bilzo.
Wait.
Isn't.
No, literally, I shit you not. The other day, I looked up fantasy art. Look. That's just Snifferish.
you!
That's literally one of.
Wait, is it?
Yeah,
Is
like
it?
literally, fantasy art, right?
Yeah.
I looked it up. Literally just me.
Literally you.
Shout out Wello Twig on Twitter.
Shout! Let's go!
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
I know.
mental.
I literally was like, oh, I'm gonna look for some art inspiration, and then I saw that, and I was like,
Ran, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
How do people convince their birth givers to allow them to get merch?
Make PowerPoints. They always work. Because you can make PowerPoints look really impressive without putting that much effort into it.
The little birdie transitions.
Yeah, but it'll come across like you did put effort into it. And
Yeah.
if you show that you might care, then they'll care too.
What about you?
It always
okay,
works.
this might sound, not everyone's parents function like this, but I know, like, you know, if you're a Dream SMP enjoyer, like a Twitch streamer enjoyer, you're probably a little bit closed off. Why don't you just like tell your parents your interests and like indulge them and let them know why it might make you happy?
What if your parents call you cringe and then?
What if your parents say you're nude? Leave.
What if your parents
What
call
do
you
you do then?
cringe?
Then your parents don't
You
deserve
have Ranboo Midge, but you're all homeless.
Yeah.
And that was Life Advice with Aimsey, Sniff, and Ranboo. Tune in next time, we'll probably have another special guest and just keep adding onto the chain.
Also, if you didn't get to watch last week's episode or whatever month, I don't know how long it's been.
It's been a while.
Make sure you go watch that one
Watch
too.
that, and also say this one was better, because I'm here. Don't let your dogs lick your toes.
Murder people.
Murder people and
Kill.
dogs lick toes.
Feet.
Sell your toes.
No! Cut!